Been rewatching Star Wars. So I've never seen episode 1, Phantom Menace, so I went back, rewatched that, finished episode 2. I've seen 3 3 different times.
Right.
But I want to see the rise of Skywalker and just give it my honest, give it an honest chance. So basically,
yeah, you should. We did that a couple of podcasts ago. You should definitely jump into that. Definitely.
The running joke is I've only seen one.
He's
out
seen
of
every.
four
He's seen
movies
every. Yeah, he went. Let me tell you something. The Lord went out of his way to see every Star Wars movies, but the one that we actually watched.
Yeah, because those require me to leave the house. And
we appreciate you.
Juvenile children, I take care of them. So.
Listen. Your excuses. Save them for the lava pits of Mustafar. Okay. Ooh, didn't know that, then, did you?
Save for what?
For the lava pits of Mustafar.
What reference is that?
Yeah, see, you didn't watch any of the movies. That's where Darth Vader became Darth Vader.
Man.
Anyway, you didn't watch anything or retain anything. So yeah, what else did you watch and maybe paid attention to? Was that it?
Oh no, just Star Wars, man.
Just Star Wars, except for the one that we reviewed. Awesome. On that note, I did finish Witcher. Tons of fun. My critique still remains the same. They definitely, I hope they fix the whole timeline thing. Maybe going forward that won't be an issue since we are all caught up with that. But Witcher's good. Season 2 already coming. They keep saying we have 7 seasons already in the works. Very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not skeptical, but it's right on the tip of my tongue. The word I'm looking for is very,
what's the letter?
We'll just say hopeful, because I don't know if it'll go 7 seasons.
7 seasons is a lot.
7 seasons is a lot of TV.
I think 5 seasons is like the golden mark for like.
Hey, what's the last Netflix original series that made it to 7 seasons?
Was it?
Yeah.
Has any other Netflix original series outside of Orange is the New Black made it to 7 seasons?
No, I don't think so. And it got bad. So that's why I'm saying, I don't think they would.
Orange Black got bad season 3, season 2.
Well, because then it picks up whatever the Riot season
was like 4 or 5.
Picked up a little bit, and then it got bad again. But I think you're right. I don't know. I'm like 3, maybe 4. Because even with Breaking Bad, bro, that's a slow show.
It's a slow burn in the beginning to get to the action, but I mean, I don't think there's any wasted. I don't think there's any wasted episodes with Breaking Bad.
I mean, I'd have to go back and watch it because now it has been some years.
Pretty recently, man. There's no wasted episodes.
Everything is.
It's
watched everything
shit,
but what we come to review, huh?
Man.
Everything else.
It's the dead horse. One more.
I would beat the hell out that horse because you gotta watch the stuff, man. I also did watch Hustlers.
What you think of that?
I became uninterested. Ooh. I'm watching it. And I found myself
half-naked J-Lo on the screen.
The story of strippers is uninteresting, Kevin.
Oh God!
Half-naked J-Lo.
Look, here goes the male side of me.
Keke Palmer.
Here goes the male side of me. Look. Okay, those were the parts that I was actually watching. And the moment it went to something else, I kind of got uninterested. I found myself on my phone. My parents was like, "Babe, did you see that?" I was like, "No." Was she naked again? No? Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Don't waste your time. Don't bother. I'm going to take it back to the Redbox expediently. But I became uninterested.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did. I sat through the whole thing.
Okay.
I sat through the whole thing, and I found it uninteresting just because, they tried to put J-Lo in the situation where she's playing the older, wiser stripper, and she's calling everybody baby and honey. Baby, it's okay. And we're like, first of all, you look better than all of them. You look like you're young. I don't believe this. You're not selling me.
Considering the fact that J-Lo's almost 50.
She is 50.
And Keke Palmer's 24, 25. Yeah. I don't know how old.
Did they try for this role? Constance. I don't
know how Constance Wu.
I don't know how old she is, but
she's my mom's age, bro.
Right? How crazy is that? That's crazy. But so I'm watching it, and I just found myself on my phone a lot. I wished it would have been better. Let's see. Who else is that? Jeez.
I just think it's the movie itself. I thought
$400 she don't give a damn what I think.
I just thought the whole Cardi B cameo in this movie. It's loosely based off of her actual stripper squad that were doing this stuff in New York.
Well, so I thought that was the case too.
Drugging dudes and robbing them.
She's a hero. At least that's how they made her out to be. But anyway, so yeah, I thought that too. And then like at the beginning, it says like this was a story based off of. They didn't specifically reference her, so I'm not sure if it was her or if the fact that she ended up saying that thing around the time this movie became a thing, or came out that she said it.
She had made an Instagram video admitting that she did these things.
Right. No. I'm saying about as far as the story itself. Like I remember she said something about the time that this movie came out, or a little bit after, but I don't know if they're directly linked. I don't know if it's her story.
I took it as to the fact that like I don't think she was like one of the main girls that was doing it.
But to pull it off?
No. But she was
already pulled off the heist.
She said she definitely was doing this thing.
This is nothing unique to Cardi B. This is what strippers do. This is what girls who do this do. They do what they do, and then they take what they take on the way out. Like it's just but Cardi B was drugging dudes and doing it, which I think was kind of foul.
It is foul. It's not kind of. It is foul. Stand up for men in 2020.
If we're being honest,
we are being honest.
Started with the apple.
Kind of foul.
Started with an apple. You took it back biblical. All right, Will, you're out of here.
Heavy Will.
Will, we're standing up for men. Okay. Yes.
I am standing.
You're right. That's the first stand up. You're right. 100%. I don't even like apples except for applesauce. Anyway, also I didn't like Constance Wu as a stripper either. I'm sorry. Just didn't.
She looked really out of her element.
And she's supposed to look out of her element, but she was like way out of her element. Like you don't even have an element. Like you're not even on the periodic table. But I'm cheating. Anyway, so yeah, didn't really care for that movie too much. And I did watch a little while ago. Kevin Hart, don't this up. Bleep that out, Chris. The F part.
So you said it again?
Bleep that out. So I did watch that. Yo, let me tell you something. I love this documentary. I listened to it. I've watched it so many times. I would listen to it while I'm working out. It's incredibly motivational to me. And it's talking about Kevin Hart, his trials and tribulations, all the stuff he's went through in the past couple of years, him building up his company, him going out trying to be a mogul. It's incredibly interesting. I would urge anyone to watch it. It's on Netflix right now. It's in episode form.
Yeah.
But it tells a great story. It talks about his dad, like all the stuff that you hear in those comedies that he does. Like it's true. His dad did all of these things to him. Great stuff. I really enjoyed it a lot. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Was you going to say something real, Will?
I was going to ask you, is it more of a solo sit down or is it a group sit down?
They talk to his wife.
No. I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
As the viewer. Right?
No.
Solo sit down?
No.
Or would you watch this with a group?
I would definitely watch it with a group of people because the conversations that come from it, from me, like I've talked about this with my fiance. I've talked about it with my father and my mom. And my father and my mom ain't seen each other. How old am I? 30-some years? In about 30-some years or so. So, yeah, like it transcended, just like me sitting there by myself and watching, like everyone was watching it, and they had a lot of stuff to take from it. I thought it was incredibly earnest, and it's one of those things like I applaud him because he don't come out looking like roses, smelling like roses every time, or looking like roses, if you will. But he doesn't. Like he messes up. He cheats on his wife, and there's a whole segment about that and how she's crying and that whole thing.
Here in Vegas, like his birthday bash, like every year he has one here.
I'm telling you, I would urge everyone to go ahead and watch it. I think it's great entertainment, and I think it's a lot to learn from it. So yeah, that's all I've been watching this past week. Not everything, but the important things. Make sure you go check out Witcher on Netflix. I guess it's like the most streamed show ever at this point. I don't know. Hustlers, I'm not necessarily recommending. And Kevin Hart, don't this up. Chris bleeped that out. On Netflix, highly recommended. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Molotov at that. Molotov, if y'all understand the system rating, Molotov is fire. I enjoyed it greatly. Let's move on to our stories real quick. Now we can go to the stories. I was so excited about the stories. Now I'm ready to move into them. Netflix Avatar set production date February 2020. So are going to get an Avatar real life. I'm so excited.
Well, this has the chance.
We're talking about
the Avatar, the Last
Airbender
production 2020
chance to be
live action.
Yes,
at live action.
Appa. Live action, Aang, Katara, you know what I'm saying, Sokka, Momo, yeah.
I thought it was just...
No, this is production date 2020. I'm excited.
Yeah, and the same people who made the Last Airbender, the anime, and the Legend of Korra
are involved. It's so close.
Animation.
It's animation, but
yeah.
I was not like anime.
It's a blend of the cultures, but
for sure. It's like an Americanized anime.
It's a really pleasant show to watch. But yeah, both of those guys is we have Brian Koni. I'm gonna butcher his name.
Butcher that.
Brian Konietzko.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's like
so
Polish.
let me ask you guys this question. I know both of y'all are really huge Avatar
best
fans.
Cartoon ever made. Best cartoon ever made.
Yeah.
So what if Netflix goes a route of making this like Death Note? Because Death Note was horrible.
Okay, you are correct. So what Chris is referring to is Death Note, which is a great anime as well. If you've never seen it, you should go watch Death Note, the anime.
Don't watch the movie.
It's considered one of the top 5
for sure. A lot
greatest
of
anime of all time. But in most lists, you're gonna find top 10 at least. You're gonna find
Netflix when they got their hands on it, they did their live action. They really effed that up.
They did. But you know what though?
They had the nerve to talk about a sequel.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day, guys. And I'm gonna tell you something. Netflix, especially for 2020, like they're trying to come out with a bang. Like they're like Disney, who we're gonna come out with some good stuff, some good content. And there's a lot of stuff on Netflix that I want to watch. Like there's so much stuff coming out that I can't keep up with stuff to watch. So I am excited for this because I feel like they're taking these things seriously. So I don't think they took Death Note as seriously.
No. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem when you have source material that like a story that's already been created, right? So like The Witcher, right? The Witcher, it's got lore, but it doesn't have like a narrative story necessarily, right? Like how Death Note did. That was already that people were already familiar with,
right? Like you mean like there is a particular story for Death Note.
Correct. There is a particular story for Death Note, and the second you stray away from that, you lose the people that were going to watch it just off the strength of the name. And then, I mean, it is Death Note for a reason. You know, it was good.
If I may, I think a part of the problem is that you have to dive into it. Like you cannot try to take away things from these stories that come from anime.
Correct.
Like the world is wild. The world is wacky. They create these worlds, bro. You gotta dive in. Stop trying to Americanize it, because it's gonna come out wrong.
With that same breath, like I think the Russo's brothers said this best. Like even if you have a source material, it's like as a creator, do you really want to do something apples to apples, or do you want to create something?
Well, then here's the thing. Then create your own. Right?
Yeah,
don't dip into a world that people are familiar with and butcher a story that otherwise could have been great.
Right.
But if we say that, then we wouldn't have the Fantastic Four movies that we have already.
Yeah, but they're trash.
They were bad.
But they had to be dove in on.
And correct. And if I hear what you're saying, well, it's like a trial by error kind of deal until you figure it out and get it right. I don't think you don't need to waste money to do that. And correct me if I'm incorrect. Did Fantastic Four make money? Did they make money on those movies?
The first two made a profit, but it wasn't like
gangbusters like you should have done, like what you would have thought it would have.
Right, to put all that time into making
the amount of money they probably spent to make those things happen.
Well, if they just took, I don't know what's wrong with them. If they just took like the source material coming from Fantastic Four, and I'm not a Fantastic Four fan, so I couldn't tell you which volume or whatever. But I'm sure if they just took that, it already has a cult following, and they just put it it on the screen and figured out ways to CGI stuff and whatever, it would have been great. But they went out their way to do some wacky shit, and it turned into a garbage movie.
And that's the part about it. So, like Chris is saying, apples to apples. Here's the problem when you take source material from things and it's not your own. You can try, but if you fail, we as the consumer have a right to let you know that you failed. Because at the end of the day, we're the ones who watch these things. We love it. That's why you're getting to make it. Now, if you fail, you got to take that.
Well, is it damned if you do or damned if you don't? I mean,
I don't think